Hey, it's your boy Taylor Grant. I'm here with Chris Barientes, our claims manager.
Hello.
We're talking about something really important in the policy that most people don't understand or care about until it's maybe too late. It's
Mhm.
recoverable depreciation. What the heck is it, and why is it so important, Chris? Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yes,
Thanks to the audience for listening to us
that's
because
right.
some of the stuff is important. Some of the stuff you might fall asleep to, but actually it's all important. But we just want to make you aware of it so that way you know how to protect yourself. So,
That's right.
recoverable depreciation. The insurance company decides on some kind of scope or whatever. They release the first check, which is called actual cash value check. They're going to withhold depreciation, depending on how old, let's say a roof or carpet is, whatever the case may be. And basically they're going to release that depreciation once the work is complete. Now,
Right.
there's important deadlines within your policy that everyone has to be aware of, and every insurance company is different.
There are definitely important deadlines, but let me tell you why they do this. Insurance companies used to make one payment up front, and people were taking the money and like going to the Bahamas and not fixing their property, which kind of violates your requirements if you have a mortgage on your property. And then the insurance company's like, hey, well, we paid you all this money and you guys didn't fix your property. So they do. They give that ACV or actual cash value payment first in hopes that that will give you enough money and runway to get a lot of the work completed. And then once the work is completed, you submit the final invoice. The final invoice shows the work is completed. Sometimes the insurance company, especially on larger projects, larger residential, commercial, will come in and inspect the property before they release the depreciation because they want to know the work has been completed. So just understand the recoverable depreciation is total claim minus ACV equals the recoverable depreciation, which is the amount of money that's left over. So, Chris, I'll let you continue. I just wanted to explain that.
Yeah, no, very good explanation too. And just keep in mind that not all one policy is the exact same, meaning that
Right.
recoverable depreciation verbiage in your policy is so important to read when you file a claim because we've seen
Mm-hmm.
this multiple different times to where you're coming up against that deadline,
Totally.
or you might miss that deadline and completely lose your depreciation.
Which
And
could
I'll
be
give you guys some
huge. Like, I mean, that could be
huge.
four figures, five figures, six figures. We worked on
Mhm.
claims that are seven-figure recoverable depreciation checks. So just think about that. Like, it literally takes 10 minutes if you're a layperson insured
Mhm.
to review that and make sure you're not missing the deadlines because most contractors don't look at the policy. They might not be able to advise you on that. So be aware of that.
Yeah.
Chris, complete
Yeah,
it, complete it all, my friend.
yeah, and the golden rule is this is kind of like a primary example where everyone kind of feels like it's 2 years. And that's not necessarily the case all the time. There's so many different policies, things have changed. I've seen verbiage to where,
Yeah.
okay, you have 6 months to complete this after you receive that first check. Or
Right.
if you're in negotiations, you get another ACV check, another ACV check. Once you get that final one, you have 6 months. I've also seen verbiage complete within a reasonable amount of time. Okay,
Right.
well, what does that mean? And you always want to clarify that with your
Yeah.
adjuster, get it in writing. So there's just a lot of different things. I've seen 12 months, basically a year. So you just have to be
2 years.
that it's exactly that it's not one size fits all when it comes to these depreciation releases. And so it's so important, especially on our large loss commercial jobs that we're working
Yeah.
on, that you definitely know what those dates are, or we're going to help you with those dates. And we have
Yeah.
a protocol put in place to where if we need to extend those dates, we will. So,
Right. And so, Chris, I'm glad you brought that up. Our protocol is to make sure you, as the insured, are protected, and we know when the recoverable depreciation deadlines are. If there's a suit against the carrier deadline, all these deadlines that are super important, we know they are in our system, and we will let you know when they start becoming an issue or we're concerned. If we're concerned, you should be concerned. But one of the things I want you
yeah.
to understand is, just like Chris said, lots of different policies, lots of different deadlines. You have to know what's in yours. We have a very large client that continues to send us business. They own malls, they manage malls, very large properties. And because they have
Mhm.
this $500 million blanket policy, they have 4 years. So different things that occur in the policy based on your specific coverage will determine what your recoverable depreciation deadline is and how you need
Mhm.
to act. But just let me warn you, if it's coming up and you're 60 or 90 days out, that's the time to start requesting an extension if that's necessary based on the progression of the claim, the progression of the work by your contractor. There's so many things that go into it, but I want to tell you something. Bellatorclaims.com Get us involved. We just literally had 4 people call into our office today. Literally. And Chris, what did they say? Chris, are you there? Chris is frozen.
I'm back. I'm back.
Chris is back. Okay. What, Chris, we had 4 people call into our office today needing
Mhm.
our help. And what did 3 of the 4 say?
That they wish that they knew that we existed, so that way they would have brought us from the very beginning and not have to deal with this headache and craziness that's been going on.
Right. And so that's what we want to convey to you. And we try to do that with these videos is if you get us involved sooner than later, we have more options for you. We have the more availability of time and space to explore different avenues of getting your claim fully and fairly paid quickly. And so I get it. Some people don't want to get us involved and they're trying to work it on their own. But I can tell you that we have to rescue claims because people mess them up to the point where we're like, we're not even sure if we can help you, right? Versus if you get us involved at the very beginning, we take everything off your plate, the stress, the headache, the BS, the communication with the adjuster, the engineer, other vendors from the insurance company. We do all of that for you. And we also negotiate on your behalf to make sure you're getting as much as is required to get your property back to pre-loss condition. I mean, that's all we're trying to do is make you whole as what the insurance policy dictates that should be. So bellatorclaims.com, do us a favor. We know you guys love our videos, so please leave us a comment. Tell us how we're doing, and if you want to see anything else, give us a like on our post and share this with your friends, family, colleagues, and let the world know because we're trying to reach 1 million people and we want your help. Also, subscribe to our channel. Thank you. We'll see you next time.